Hey everyone, it's Jake at Jake's Metal Chat. Hope you're all well and welcome to the first of three collection updates. Sorry been taking a while to get here and also for not releasing a new episode of My Metal Vault. Just had a super busy week last week and just didn't have time to fit in a new video. So massive apologies for that. So I thought I'd wait until this week to record a new episode of My Metal Vault as well as the collection updates. And here is the first one with the cassettes. So I have six altogether, three of which I got from Ryan of Graveghoul and Seven Doors. Be sure to check out his bands, which I'll have in the description below, as well as his channel. One is of a band that I saw and shared the stage with at Glastonbury this year, back in September, and two which I purchased from Black City Records. So without further ado, let's crack on with this collection update and I will show you the three that I got from Ryan. So the two bands I'm going to show you are from Glasgow, Scotland. The first one formed back in 2020. And I saw them at Dead of Winter Fest up in Glasgow. And absolutely from start to finish, I loved it. Was instantly hooked by the time they played. And Kwondo and Kendo, who are the two members of this band, absolutely brilliant guys, just down to earth, put on an awesome festival. This is their band Brain Bath with their 2022 EP Brain Bath. And if you love your old school death metal, this is old school death metal through and through. Nice red cassette right there. Yeah, just red and white always goes well together. Got the Bandcamp code here for those who want to digitally download it. If you have got the cassette, you can do that, as well as listen to the cassette itself. Also, you got the artwork right here, as well as lyrics. And also, before I show the picture of the band, logo there, song titles there. And of course, the band themselves. And of course, the two guys that I'm talking about are here. So we got Kwondo and Kendo right there. And be sure to check out Kwondo's other bands, which will also be in the description below. Suffering Rights and Gouger. And just brilliant stuff. Put that piece of paper back in there. And from the music to the overall feel of it, it's old school through and through, old school death metal throughout, and riffs for days. And I believe I heard about these guys because of Mark from the Bowser Retribution. I'm pretty sure he mentioned these guys. And I was like, I've got to check these guys out when I see them up in Scotland. And yeah, absolutely from start to finish, loved it. And I was listening to this while getting this collection update up and running. And everything I'm talking about here will be in the description below. So definitely check out everything that I'm talking about here. And if you're more of an old school death metal fan, this will be for you. So Brain Bath with their 2022 EP Brain Bath. Next one, these guys formed in 2021, so a year after Brain Bath. And I heard their debut, Mortality Denied. Of course, I'm talking about Rancid Cadaver. And if you've not heard this EP yet, I highly recommend it, along with Brain Bath and everything else I'll be showing you here. This is from 2022. This is their debut EP, Flesh Monstrosity. Just pure, filthy death metal right here. Quite cavernous. I got quite a cavernous feel to it. And like with Brain Bath, Risk for Days. It's got the cassette right here. You got their logo there, as well as there. Out the EP title plays same on both sides. So you can play it on side A and then swap it over to side B and play them all over again. And the Dry Cough record label, they always release great stuff. Of course, yeah, another piece of paper, the Bandcamp code for those who want to have a digital download. Artwork and logo, whereas there, Dry Cough logo again, and also Dry Cough logo again as well. Band logo as and the label logo as well. That's what I was trying to say, and the band themselves. A band that I need to see live, and whenever they come to Bristol, I definitely will be there throughout. I need to see these guys, and I still need to get their debut on CD and vinyl, or both. Like Sean the Beast as well, and the rest of the guys. I'm collector scum. Always got to collect stuff. And yeah, awesome EP right here. Just filthy, dark, nasty, disgusting death metal right here. If that's your sort of death metal, then you're gonna love this. Rancid Cadaver and their 2022 release, Flesh Monstrosity. Right, now the next one is the last one I got from Ryan. These guys are from Wales. They formed in 2020 and split up in 2023. And this release right here is just nasty, old school, brutal death metal. This is Crypt Rot with their 2021 EP, self-titled EP, Crypt Rot. And I'll get the J card out. You got the nice little green casing for the cassette. It released on Frozen Screams. Is the cassette, nice green cassette right here. And then a little bit of artwork there. Nice black and green cassette. Those always go well together, as well as the artwork, the band name, and of course their logo, and then Frozen Screams, and the two guys that were behind the project. Yeah, they only lasted 3 years, and yeah, these guys right here. Like I don't listen to a lot of Brutal Death, so I probably didn't check them out around the time. And I heard this and was like, I wish I did now. But listening to this is definitely old school sounding Brutal Death, so like really early, like Mortal Decay, like their demo days, and uh Deeds of Flesh, early Suffocation, and Internal Bleeding, so on. Just definitely had that old school feel, and flesh grind bands like that. So if you love your Brutal Death, be it old school or the more modern stuff, this is going to be a band for you. So you may not like the old school death metal stuff because it may not be your thing, but you definitely love my Brutal Death. These guys would be for you. It's again, I'm going to repeat myself because it is a nasty sounding release. Chuggy riffs, nasty sounding bass. The drums are pounding, the vocals are just pure, unadulterated filth, and everything's just absolutely filthy, disgusting, nasty heaviness right here. And definitely for fans of just either brutal death or death metal in general, this will definitely be released for you. So once again, this is Crypt Rot with their 2021 release, Crypt Rot. Definitely check this out, and a big thank you to Ryan as well. Just cracking stuff right here, and I'm very glad I got them from Ryan when I did. Now, let's get the next three cassettes over. Just dropped one. And so, last three cassettes in this update right here. So I'll go with the one that I played with at Glastonbury. These guys are from Birmingham. Or when you see it on the Bandcamp, it says the Black Country. And Yeah, these guys were absolutely brilliant. All the bands that we played with at Glastonbury were absolutely fantastic, and I hope to see these guys again. This is Stitched. They formed in actually I don't know when they formed because there's no official form. Not I don't know whereabouts they would have formed. Could have been maybe late 2010s or early this or early 2020s. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely a band for you if you're more into your hardcore. So once again, Stitch. This is their 2024 release, The Human Cost. It's just nasty, in your face hardcore, and they have a nice blue cassette right here. It's just I don't like with Brutal Death. I don't listen to a lot of hardcore, but when I do find something and it clicks with me, I'm like, yeah, gonna be all over this band, and I was definitely all over this band, and I got this. Like I said, when I played Glastonbury, I got this, and it was their last ever cassette. So if anyone was wondering where it is, I have it. And for some reason in this release, and I used to collect cards like this. I used to collect Pokemon cards. They had a slow poke Pokemon card in it. I have no bloody idea why, but it's cool to have. And reminds me of when I used to collect them. Of course, got the J card, which much more different material from the other J cards. I think these are the ones they made themselves. And structure the logo, probably got upside down now. There we go. Of course, the songs and the band themselves. And of course, there's no logo, so it's bare bones right there and everything else right there. But yeah, I really enjoyed their stuff. I was gonna get some footage of them, but by the time I got my phone out to record a song, the set was finished. I was like, shit, never mind. But I'm glad I caught him and I'm glad I got to share a stage with him. But like I said, don't listen to a lot of hardcore. More on my death metal, death doom, funeral doom, thrash, you name it. But I definitely enjoyed these guys. So if that's your thing, do check them out. Stitched and The Human Cost. Now for the last two that I got from Black City Records. So let's go with a band that I've just checked out this year. The both bands here are from Bristol, by the way, and these guys I'm not sure when they formed because there's no date or year that they released, so they could have been active at the start of the late 2010s and or even start of the early 2020s. And again, like I mentioned with Crit Rot and Rancid Cadaver being nasty, disgusting, filthy death metal, these guys are definitely nasty, filthy, disgusting death metal. This is Plague Pit and their 2025 release, A Whispered Curse. And oh man, just filth, filth, filth. And is the tape released on Eggy Tapes, and they've and Greg, who runs it, has Craig, sorry, has released so many other bands on there. Another band of which was Public Execution are released on here, and also Biocaster as well, are also on Eggy Tapes as well. Of course, we got the artwork right there, and there's a bit of the artwork on there as well as there we go, band picture. Also got the logo, got the Eggy Tapes logo over there, just went down there. Song titles, and I like how they put in the lyrics out here. And when I was listening to this, is yeah, it's definitely full on death metal, but I got a bit of a power violence feel to it. It definitely had that aggression of power violence, and they put that in with the death metal and just I don't know, turn it up another fucking step or something, but it is absolutely unadulterated filthiness. It's all just from start to finish with the all the instruments, the guitars, the bass, drums, and the vocals. Just need to see these guys live, like with Rancid Cadaver. Who knows if these guys end up playing Rancid Cadaver? I'll be over the fucking moon for that. Absolutely. And if you haven't heard these guys yet, like I said, everything that I'm talking about will be in the description below. And just a brilliant, brilliant fucking release. Plague Pit and Whispered Curse. Just nasty in your face death metal right here. Right, the last one is my mate's band, and I've seen these guys a good handful of times now, and these guys, if you love your sludge metal, you're gonna love these guys right here. And this is a release of two of their EPs that they've released this year, which I will get up right here because here we go. So this is Nash. They formed back in 2022. They've been going for 3 years now. And the two releases that I am talking about that are on this cassette are Low, Slow, and Woe from 2023 and Infinite Hate from 2024. And I hope I said the last name right. And man, both releases just in your face, nasty, tuned down sludge. And let's show the sets. So we got Low, Slow, and Woe. And Infinite. I think that's how it's pronounced. If not, then I haven't got a bloody clue. But on just to get the releases up here. So Low, Slow, and Woe are, well, this is a altogether 20 minutes. Because songs are ranging from 3 minutes to 6 minutes. The second track, Low, is 10 minutes. And then Infinite Hate or Infinite Hate is just that one song from 21 minutes to 21 minutes 23 seconds, which has three legends within death metal. So you got Nicholas from Room Magic, Eric from General Surgery, and Jurgen, who used to be in Grave. How the hell he got those? How my mate got them to do vocals on the album? How he managed to ask them to get them on as guest vocalists, I don't know. But I'm happy he did because those guys just absolute legends. Of course, we got the artwork from both of the releases with the logo right there. I think a lot of people ask them why is it Ganache or no, it's Nash. It's pronounced Nash. I think the G is supposed to be silent. So you got Low, Slow, Woe, and Infinite Hate. I'm just butchering that now, so I'm just not say it anymore. Inside the J chord, you got he's on the album on both sides of the EP, on both EPs, and the band themselves. And if you haven't seen them live yet, please do so. If you love dirty, nasty, tuned down sludge metal, these guys are definitely up your street. And yeah, very just nasty, brutal tune. Like again, going back with the tune down and sludgy, doomy. Some cases kind of death metal with some riffs, but but more doom and sludge definitely. And if you've heard Russ's vocals before, my mate Russ, then you know what his vocals are like. He always has like this tortured, anguish, screaming style of vocals. And mate, guys, I don't know what else I can really say. It's just disgusting, nasty sludge. So, if sludge metal's more your thing, or everything I've shown here so far is your thing, down in the description below, do check them out. Nash with Low, Slow, Woe, and Infinite Hate. Just gonna end on just pure filth right there. And that is the end of my cassette collection update. Just again, apologies for not getting these collection updates soon. I'm glad I'm doing it in parts instead of showing them all at once because I got like 18 CDs to show you in the next one. I got 4 vinyls to show you in the next one. So the CD one's going to probably be the longer one. So anyway, I'm going to stop and say thank you for checking out this collection update and listen to me prattle on. Do all the usual, like, share, comment, subscribe to keep up to date with everything that I've got coming up. I've been Jake at Jake's Metal Chat. Keep the banner of metal well and truly high. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one.